The grace of Jesus Christ, the love of God, and the communion of the Holy Spirit be with you all. A warm welcome to each and every one of you. It's good to spend time together in prayer, and even if we can't be together physically, it's so good that we are together in spirit. Each of us come to a time of prayer for so many personal reasons. Perhaps you're seeking comfort or courage. Perhaps you're seeking a sense of community or purpose. Whatever the reason, wherever you're watching this, whoever you are, may the Spirit of the living God renew your spirit in love. Our faith story opens with the words, "Let there be light." Our weekly worship begins with the lighting of a candle. May this candle be a symbol of the love of Christ, which burns forever in our hearts. Our opening hymn is number 222 from Voices United. Come, let us sing. Come, let us sing to the Lord our song. We have stood silently too long. Surely the Lord deserves our praise, so joyfully thank God for our days. Oh, thirsty soul, come drink at the well. God's living waters will never fail. Surely the Lord will help you to stand, strengthened and comforted by God's hand. You dwell among us and cause us to pray and walk with each other, following your way. Our precious brothers and sisters will grow in the fulfilling love they know. Desert shall bloom and mountain shall sing to the desire of all living things. Come, all you creatures high and low, let your praises endlessly flow. Well, I found a beautiful place here in Nairn. From here I can see earth and sky and field and forest, so I hope you can see that too behind me. So it just seemed like a good place to offer this earth blessing. Let us bless the earth and all that is steady and firm. Let us bless the sky and all that is open and filled with light. Let us bless their union, holy and without ceasing. Let us bless their children, the bounty of field and forest, stones, plants, animals, and all living things. May the gifts of the earth and sky strengthen, refresh, nourish, and heal the peoples of the earth. Amen. For this second Sunday in the season of creation, I've chosen part of another psalm for us to study together and to pray with. It's Psalm 147, and the Reverend David Mitchell is our reader.
Shout praises to the Lord. Our God is kind, and it is right and good to sing praises to God. The Lord rebuilds Jerusalem and brings the people of Israel back home again. God renews our hopes and heals our bodies. God decides how many stars there would be in the sky and gave each one a name. Our Lord is great and powerful. God understands everything. The Lord helps the poor but smears the wicked in the dirt. Celebrate and sing, play your harps for the Lord our God. God fills the sky with clouds and sends rain to the earth so that the hills will be green with grass. God provides food for cattle and for young ravens when they cry out. The Lord doesn't care about the strength of horses or powerful armies. The Lord is pleased only with those who worship him and trust his love. Shout praises to the Lord. Our God is kind, and it is right and good to sing praises to God.
Thank you for reading, Dave. Have you heard the title, The Blue Marble? That's the popular name for the first color photo of the Earth taken from space. That iconic photo where the Earth is set in this sea of blackness, colorless space, without context, and it looks like a marble. That's how it got its name. So this isn't the photo, the very first one from Apollo 17. I chose this photo because the quality of blue marble photos obviously has improved dramatically as the quality of photography's improved over the years. So this one's from 2012. No matter what year a photo of the blue marble is taken, photos of the Earth continue to capture our imaginations because of the perspective they offer. A perspective very few people ever get to see, except in photos. If we were in church right now, I would ask you, what do you think of when you see this photo? What does it make you think of? What does it inspire in you? But today it's just me answering the questions. So for me, I'll say the photo inspires renewed appreciation, not just for the beauty of the Earth, but also for the reminder of the extent to which we are all connected. All of God's creation connected in this sphere. At a time when the world is becoming more and more divided, at a time when the world is in so many ways actually organized based on our differences, this photo of the Earth from space reminds me of the fundamental thing we all share: Earth, home. The psalmist says, our God is kind. It is right and good to sing praises to God. God fills the sky with clouds and sends rain to the earth so that the hills will be green with grass. God provides food for cattle and for ravens. So not only is everything connected, but there is also beauty and purpose in this sphere of God's creation. I think if this were 10 years ago at this point in a sermon, I might have said something like, therefore we need to look after this earth in the same way that God has looked after us. And that's very true, of course, still that's very true. But I don't have to tell you this. It's a way that people of faith strive to live. But I observe nowadays that when we think about the earth, the intensity of our appreciation is often combined with deep grief for just how wounded the earth has become. Just this week alone, we saw the frightening photos from California and now Oregon of orange skies created by the combination of smog and wildfires, exacerbated, of course, by climate change. The worst fires ever in the history of California. So much has been lost. And our prayers just surround the people, the animals, God's creation that lives and breathes there, and those that are fighting these terrifying fires. So one of the podcasts I listen to from time to time is called On Being with Krista Tippett. And a couple of years ago, she interviewed a woman named Robin Wall Kimmerer, a woman who works with tribal nations on environmental problem solving and sustainability. And in this interview, Robin Wall Kimmerer refers to the combination of love and grief when it comes to appreciating the gift of the earth. And this caught my attention because I wonder sometimes if the grief is beginning to paralyze us. But she begins that the interplay of love and grief for the earth continues to be an important part of her life's work. She found that acknowledging her grief for the woundedness of the earth led to a deeper love and a deeper response to the climate change crisis. I just found this interview so inspiring because her studies as a botanist are intersected by her culture as a member of the citizen Potawatomi Nation in the United States. This is something people of faith can appreciate. Wall Kimmerer doesn't always approach her study of botany from just a scientist's perspective. In fact, she says the reason she wanted to become a botanist was to answer questions such as, why do asters and goldenrod look so beautiful together? She says, in September, there are these amazing displays of this bright chrome yellow Canada goldenrod and deep purple of New England aster, and they look stunning together. And yes, she explains, as it turns out, there's a very good biophysical explanation for why those plants grow together, a reason that combines beauty and purpose. So I had to brush up on this to explain it in case, like me, you've forgotten this particular high school lesson. Purple and gold are complementary colors. And being opposites on the color wheel means that their individual innate coloring is even more vivid when they grow side by side. And so they actually attract far more pollinators than when these two plants grow apart from one another. Wall Kimmerer has a great appreciation for how everything is connected, and you can hear it as she describes the beauty and purpose of the goldenrod and asters. She writes, this is a different article from the interview. I kind of went down one of those rabbit holes where I was listening to the interview and then I read an article, and so this is from an article that she wrote. That September pairing of purple and gold is lived reciprocity. Its wisdom is that the beauty of one is illuminated by the radiance of the other. The real beholder, whose eye they hope to catch, is a bee bent on pollination. And as it turns out, goldenrod and asters appear very similarly to bee eyes and human eyes. Their striking contrast when they grow together makes them the most attractive target in the whole meadow. So even though Robin Wall-Kimmerer lives in Maine, Dave and I wondered if we could find examples of the two plants together in our part of Ontario. We didn't have to go further than around the corner to find them. And this photograph shows that it's not only the bees that are drawn to the plants, but also the monarch butterfly that happened to land on the goldenrod and draw nectar as Dave was taking a photo. Just such gratitude this week that Robin Wall-Kimmerer shares so much of herself in her research, affirming that science and spirituality intersect in such meaningful ways, beauty and purpose. So I offer that this is one of the things at the heart of today's psalm. God's beauty and purpose is an intrinsic part of God's creation, which means many things, but especially that God's beauty and purpose is in each one of us. So may this be a word of grace for you today. This psalm that has been prayed by our ancestors in faith and is today prayed by us is a shared testimonial, encouraging us to praise God with appreciation for these gifts, appreciation which includes an obligation to live with respect and creation. And we're not alone as we strive for a healthier and sustainable world. There have always been special and particular ways in which God visits God's creation and blesses us all. And may it ever be so. Our next hymn is from More Voices, number 37. Each blade of grass, every wing that soars, make full the circle of God.
Blade of grass, every wing that soars, the waves that sweep across the distant shore, make full the circle of God. Each laughing child, every gentle eye, a forest lit beneath a moonlit sky, make full the circle of silent paw, every rounded stone, the buzz that echoes from a honeyed comb, make full the circle of God. Each fire-brimmed star, every outstretched hand, the wind that leaps and sails across the land, making full the circle of God. Each icy peak, every patterned shell, the joyous chorus that the dawn foretells, make full the circle of God. Each cosmic hue, every creature's way, all form the beauty of this vast array, making full the circle of God. it beneath the moonlit sky, make full the circle of God.
Let us bring our joys and concerns to God in this season of creation. Let us pray. Compassionate and loving God, you created the world for us all to share, a world of beauty and plenty. Create in us a desire to live simply so that our lives may reflect your generosity. Creator God, you gave us responsibility for the earth, a world of riches and delight. Create in us a desire to live sustainably so that those who follow after us may enjoy the fruits of your creation. God of peace and justice, you give us the capacity to change, to bring about a world that mirrors your wisdom. Create in us a desire to act in solidarity so that the pillars of injustice crumble and those now crushed are set free. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. So I'd just like to offer a blessing as we go on our way today, as you change your focus now in order to carry on with other things in your day. May it be with strength and courage for today and bright hope for tomorrow. And as you go, may the grace of Christ attend you, the love of God surround you, and the Holy Spirit keep you now and forevermore. Amen.
When you walk from here, walk with justice, walk with mercy, and with God's humble